How's it going, guys and girls? Hope you guys had a great week. So February is nearly over and I'm back today, guys, to talk about some of the games coming out in March that look really interesting and have me very excited. So here are the top 5 games coming out in March that look amazing. So I have to say that March looks like a fantastic month for gaming. Some of the biggest titles that I really want to play are coming out this month. Of course, I don't have money to play all of them, but I am at least going to try 2 or 3 of them if I can. So let's start off with the first one. I'm going to do this by date order, guys, as usual. So number 1 is Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, if you're in North America, then this is coming out on February 28th, which is today. But if you live in Europe like me, it's coming out on March the 1st, and this is an exclusive to the PS4. The game is developed by Guerrilla Games, who are well known for the Killzone franchise. So this is a massive departure for them. Guerrilla Games are a developer that have been known to produce some really fantastic first-person shooters, but Horizon Zero Dawn will be an action or role-playing game played exclusively in third-person perspective. It is set in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by what look like amazing dinosaur-looking robots. In the game, you play as Aloy, a hunter and archer, and she is an interesting character because she's sort of isolated from the rest of the tribe, and she has a very secret background, a mysterious background, and access to certain technology which allows her to see certain remnants of the world and to interact with these robotic-like creatures and to even control some of them. Aloy is going to be voiced by Ashley Birch, and some of you might know her. She's very famous on YouTube for the Hey Ash YouTube series, and she has voice acted in Borderlands 2 and some other games as well, and she's quite funny and she's a very good voice actress, so I'm interested to see what she brings to the character of Aloy. Aloy herself will be able to use a range of ranged melee weapons, and there will be stealth elements to the game as well as you explore this fully open world. The world looks absolutely beautiful. I think this is going to be one of the prettiest looking games coming out this year, and it's going to look absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to explore it. I can't wait to find out why this world is the way it is, what has happened to the human race, where all these robots have come from, and what is going on. So I'm really looking forward to playing it, and this is a game I am absolutely picking up. It's actually in the post on its way at the moment, and it is set for arrival tomorrow. And I am actually getting the collector's edition, which comes with an amazing looking statue. So I will be doing an unboxing video of that and playing the first 3 hours of the game and hopefully uploading that for you guys to check out. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn looks amazing and I cannot wait to play it. Okay, the second game coming out, which is coming out on March the 3rd worldwide, is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, coming out exclusively to the Nintendo Switch and the Wii U. Now, Breath of the Wild has been on my horizon for quite some time, but when I saw a lot of gameplay footage back at E3 last year, that's what really made me decide to pick up this game. Now, I'm not going to get it in March simply because I want to buy the game with a Nintendo Switch and I can't afford it at the moment. Plus, I don't have the time to dedicate to such a massive RPG like Zelda, but it is a game that looks incredible, and it is a game I will definitely be buying and playing at some point this year. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild departs a little bit from previous Zelda series because for the first time it features an massive open world environment, which we have been told is actually 12 times larger than the world that we saw in Twilight Princess. It is absolutely massive. We have seen the plateau in some gameplay videos, but this is only a small fraction of the overall size of the game, and it promises to be huge, and I can't wait to explore it. Similar to the original Legend of Zelda, the player themselves are placed in the game's world with very little instruction, and you are just pretty much allowed to explore freely at your own pace. You can even go straight to the end boss if you want to at the beginning of the game, though most likely you will die a horrible death. In terms of gameplay as well, the gameplay looks incredibly fun. Of course, we're back playing as Link, but for the first time Link can jump. You can also climb pretty much anything in the world using a stamina bar. You can glide, you can surf along your shield. There are horses in the world that you can tame. The combat looks fun as well. Weapons are destructible. It just looks incredible. The Legend of Zelda is a game that I'm very much looking forward to picking up. Now, Dante will be joining one of our friends, Fish, who is going to buy a Nintendo Switch, and on Friday they will be doing a full unboxing of the Nintendo Switch and probably some gameplay footage of the beginning several hours of Breath of the Wild, and at some point I will upload that to you guys for you to check out. The third game coming out in March is Nioh Automata, which is coming out on March the 7th and is another PlayStation exclusive. The PS4 is doing very well in March. Now, Nioh Automata is an action role-playing video game developed by Platinum Games, and it's really good to see them bringing something new and unique out, especially after Platinum Games' dealings with Microsoft and how Scalebound was cancelled, which was a really sad thing to happen. So I'm really happy that Platinum Games have another game coming out on the PlayStation 4, and it promises to be a good one. Nioh Automata, for those that might not know, is actually a sequel to the 2010 video game Nioh. It is set on a post-apocalyptic Earth thousands of years after the events of the original game, and it's set in the midst of a proxy war between machines, which are created by alien invaders, and the remnants of humanity. The story actually follows the battles of a combat android, her companion, and a fugitive prototype. It looks very, very interesting. I actually got to play some of the demo and really enjoyed it. The combat is fun. The camera is very interesting as well. It switches from third-person perspective to looking from the top down and even 2D as well. There are some definite platforming elements to the game, and there promises to be some epic huge boss fights as well. I love the whole art style of it. The art style looks incredible. It looks dark, it looks sci-fi, it looks gritty, it looks fantastic. So Nioh Automata is another game that I really want to play in March. I'm probably not going to get to play it in March simply because there are two games I'm probably going to devote most of my time to, but I'm sure I will pick it up at some point in the months to come. The fourth game coming out again on my birthday. What is it with games coming out on my birthday? But it's coming out on March the 7th worldwide, and that is Ghost Recon Wildlands, which is developed by Ubisoft Paris. Now this is going to come out on PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I got to play some of the closed beta and a little bit of the open beta, but I really haven't had much time to play the open beta and the new region, just because Dante and I obviously have been moving house and we've been incredibly busy with that. But I will say that what I have played has made me very excited for the game, and I really enjoyed it. For those of you that might not know much about the game, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands is an open world tactical shooter. Players play as a member of the Ghosts, which are a fictional elite team in the United States Army. Now, to give you a little bit of an idea on the main plot, the game takes place in Bolivia in July 2019. The country itself has actually become increasingly unstable as the Santa Blanca, a previously minor Mexican drug cartel, gains more power and influence within the country, to the point where Bolivia has become a narco state and the world's largest producer of cocaine. Now, suffice it to say, the rise in power of this drug cartel concerns the United States government massively. The last straw comes when a DEA agent by the name of Ricardo Ricky Sandoval is kidnapped, tortured and then killed by the Santa Blanca. The United States Army dispatches an elite fire team of Special Operations Unit called the Ghosts to destroy the cartel and reveal the connection between Santa Blanca and the local government. And that generally is the premise of the game. Now, you can play this game alone by yourself, but you can also play it cooperatively with up to 4 friends. And I think, having played the closed beta, this game, you have to play it cooperatively with friends to get the most out of it. Now, the single player is fun. The whole sync shot works great in single player, much better than in multiplayer, I would say, but it's incredibly fun to explore the world. The ability to use tactics with up to 4 friends, with up to 3 friends as well, is fun. The drone is great. The weapons handle brilliantly. The use of vehicles, bikes, jeeps, helicopters, tanks, everything is in here. This game is, there are so many things that you can do in this game. There are so many choices in every scenario, depending on time of day, weather, approach. It's a lot of fun, and I am very much wanting to pick up this game. Dante and I really enjoyed playing the closed beta, and we both want to pick it up and play it cooperatively together. And I would love to play this game with some of you guys as well online, definitely. But Ghost Recon Wildlands is heaps of fun to play. It really is enjoyable. Finally, the last game coming out in March is probably the biggest game that I am most anticipating, and I know you guys know what this is, but that is Mass Effect Andromeda, which is coming out on March 21st if you live in North America, you lucky devils, or if you live in Europe like me, it's coming out on March 23rd and will be available on PS4, PC and Xbox One. As we all know, it is BioWare that have developed Mass Effect Andromeda, and everything I've seen about Andromeda has me super excited. Now, you all know that I am a massive fan of the Mass Effect series. In fact, it's probably my favorite franchise, my favorite series out there. I absolutely love the trilogy. I've played it through multiple times, and if you haven't played the trilogy, you don't need to worry, because Mass Effect Andromeda is set about 400 to 500 years after the events of Mass Effect 3. So what has happened in the main trilogy probably won't influence the game too much. You play in a new galaxy, the Andromeda Galaxy, and you play as Sarah or Scott Ryder, who are siblings that you can choose between, though both exist in the world at the same time, which is very interesting. But the general mission or goal in the game is you are exploring a new galaxy, the Andromeda Galaxy, as the Pathfinder, and your goal is to find a new home for the human race. Now, the gameplay looks fantastic. We've seen a lot about the gameplay recently, and it looks excellent, definitely. The combat looks great. I'm quite like what they've done with the actual class systems, where you don't have to choose a class at the beginning of the game, but you can freely switch between skills, abilities, classes. I really like that. I love the introduction of the new jetpack. The Nomad looks fantastic. I really like the look of all the characters. I'd say probably the 3 characters I'm really looking forward to finding out more about are the non-human characters, which is PB, Drac, the Krogan, and Vetra, the female Turian. I can't wait to have a female Turian on my team. So yes, Mass Effect Andromeda is probably one of the most anticipated games this year, probably in the last several years for me. And all of these games, I'd say, especially Horizon Zero Dawn and Mass Effect Andromeda, are definite contenders for Game of the Year. I will absolutely be doing a full playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda. I have actually booked the first 2 weeks off in April. I cannot wait, and I'll be playing it non-stop from start to finish, exploring every single nook and cranny in that game, live streaming some of the multiplayer, I'm sure. So I'm very much looking forward to it. But those are the 5 games that I am most excited about coming out in March 2017 that I think look incredibly exciting. Let me know what you guys think of these games, what you guys think of March generally in terms of game releases, and let me know if there are any games I haven't mentioned coming out this month that you are really looking forward to. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. I'll be back again with more videos. The next video I'll probably upload will be an unboxing of Horizon Zero Dawn, the collector's edition, followed not long after that by a Kate Plays video exploring the first 3 hours of the game. So look forward to that. That will be coming along with more Mass Effect lore videos, guys, I promise, in the upcoming 2 weeks. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Take care, and as always, happy gaming.